Over 150 armed herdsmen attack Kogi community, kill about 4 persons. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you only quality news and information on all the activities happening in Biafran territory. Please subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you can get notified whenever we drop our spanking news. The news: over 150 armed herdsmen attack Kogi community, kill 4 persons. The news in detail: about 150 suspected armed herdsmen have attacked Ogejuju Odo in Bagaji Odo district of Omala local government area of Kogi state, killing 4 persons. The lawmaker representing Omala state constituency in the Kogi State House of Assembly, Honorable Umar Yahaya, disclosed this on Wednesday in Lokoja shortly after submitting a report on the attack to Kogi State Governor Alhaji Usman Ahmed Ododo. Yahaya, who condemned the incident, described the recent attack in his constituency as one too many. According to the lawmaker, at about 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, the 30th of January 2024, the peaceful community of Ogejuju Odo in Bagaji Odo district of Omala local government was attacked by Fulani herdsmen numbering over 150. The militant herdsmen took the village by surprise and were shooting sporadically as they invaded the village in a broad daylight through the eastern part of the town. During the attack, a sick woman who was on admission in a local private clinic, St. Peter Clinic, was slaughtered. 2 men, namely Mr. Atai John and one Mr. Daniel Shaibu, were also gruesomely murdered. The remains of a man was also found butchered in the bush, bringing the total number of the dead to 4 persons. That is 1 woman and 3 men in total. They came in through Bagana in Omala local government area, which borders the Agatu area of Benue and Umasha community in Nasarawa state. The Bagana community has been under attack for a long period now, and some of our people have not been able to return home for many years now due to the incessant attack by these Fulani herdsmen militants. He requested the governor's support in directing the state commissioner of police and other heads of security agencies to be deployed to provide armed security personnel to the affected area. Continuing, Yahaya said, the presence of military or armed personnel will scare the militants away, pending further long-term measures to prevent reoccurrence or possible solution. He also appealed to the governor to direct the state emergency agency to provide relief materials to the victims in Bagana and Agojeju Odo. And that is that on the incessant killing in Nigeria. Now, speaking about the issue of herdsmen, for a country who supports these militants, these bandits, in fact, for a country where the vice president is a terrorist or a bandit, what do you expect? What do you expect? These are his people, his boys, boys working for them. So the issue of herdsmen being disbanded or attacked in Nigeria is something that I don't see coming. The only place that, herdsmen cannot try their bullshit, or as the case may be, it's in Biafran land. Because the people of Biafra took it personal with these herdsmen. This was how these people wanted to even invade Biafran territory so that they can massacre innocent people on daily basis. And the funniest thing about these people is these people are callous. You see them entering a particular community, they want to take over the community. I can remember that period, when they were terrorizing in the southeastern part of Biafran land before, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu had to bring in the Eastern Security Network then, to handle the issue of the Fulani bandits. These so-called bandits, or in the name using the herdsmen to cover themselves. They are clear bandits, criminals. They are the ones perpetrating and causing all the problems within these regions. I remember when they started their whole, atrocious act. They started by, they were disturbing farmers with their cattle and all that. They will come to your farmland and they will destroy everything, eat your crops, damage your crops, and our people, our innocent mothers, who were farming, who were struggling farming, were complaining. They were complaining bitterly. Before you knew what happened, I think that was even their plan. Their plan was, assuming they were left to do what they wanted to do, it could have been a disaster because, they could have taken over Biafran land. By now, maybe there would have been a communal clash, or secondly, they would have entered just the same way they've been entering in all these villages, in the south, and the northern part. Just the same way they've been entering, infiltrating. They enter a particular village and the first thing they do is to kill, a huge number of people. And they enter in troop. Imagine over 150 herdsmen entering to cause crime, to kill people. And the next thing they do is they take over your community. And once they do that, they bring in more people. And they continue to spread. Before you know what is happening, they would have taken the major part of Biafran land. And that would have been so disastrous. And taking them out will be a total disaster because a lot of life will be lost. I still commend Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu for that very act. Because if he was listening, if he was a politician, the so-called Nigerian politicians who depend on the government to do everything, who depend on the government to take every decision they do for their people. Honestly speaking, by now, Biafran land would have been bleeding by now because of these terrorists, these marauders, who have caused a lot of killing, a lot of murder. They have spilled a lot of innocent blood. Very heartless people. Those people are not meant to live. They are so callous in nature. They care only about themselves alone. So if not for the doggedness and the smartness of Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, who started fighting these people then, imagine what would have happened by now. Imagine how these people would have wiped out a lot of innocent people by now in Biafran land. people have not really understood the importance of Onyendoma's Nnamdi Kanu and currently Simon Ekpa. People do not know the kind of fight Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is fighting, for the people. Take away the doggedness and the fearlessness of Simon Ekpa in taking critical decisions. And honestly speaking, the southeastern part of Biafran land will be a dead zone because these people are ready to massacre everybody just for them to take over the land. And the government will support them because they are still the one controlling the security agencies in the country. Have you forgotten what the vice president of the country said? That his own aspect, his own concern is in the security of the country. Security where he can actually, monitor those that are meant to leave, his bandits, his kidnappers, all those people, all those their brothers that are doing all the evil work, where he is assured that they will be safe. That is why he chose the security aspect. This is what we keep on saying in this so-called contraption called Nigeria. And someone is there saying, what will Biafra do? It is now that we need to come together to get the freedom. If not, let me not say much on this issue. Please do not forget to share this video to as many groups, to as many platforms as possible. Please also remember that on this channel, we solicit for your support in any way you can. Continue to share our videos because that is the least you can do at this point in time. Thank you once again for joining us on this wonderful YouTube platform, and also do not forget to subscribe to this channel